Hey y'all, Stalky Boy here, talking about the latest and hottest news within Dead by Daylight. As most of you have heard by now, Leatherface is most likely leaving Dead by Daylight. I was very hesitant to believe it at first, but as time goes on, it seems more and more likely that this is happening. And from the title, you can already gather roughly how I feel about it. I feel people are really exaggerating how big this is, unless Leatherface is being removed completely. As in, people that already purchased the character cannot play as him anymore, and he gets replaced with Dawn the Chainsaw Man. If this is what ends up happening, then I will weep with you all. I think it's much more likely that Leatherface will be receiving the Demogorgon treatment. He'll still exist, just won't be purchasable for newcomers. Let me start off by saying I'm still upset with what they did to Demogorgon. So why would I be upset about Demogorgon but not Leatherface? For one, as a stealth killer, I enjoyed Hawkins. As for two, apparently he was removed for a Stranger Things video game, but where's the Stranger Things video game? A game in which I can play as Steve and hit demonic creatures with a spiked bat sounds pretty awesome. Where is that? Leatherface's case is different from Demogorgon. He's been around much longer, so a ton of people have purchased him. He has never had a map, and unlike Stranger Things, he's getting a game in which you can continue to play as him on maps from his franchise with his fellow family members. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like this, but I will always take a video game that can immerse me into the world of said character rather than said character as guest appearance. Wouldn't it be way cooler to play as Freddy Krueger in a game where he wasn't restricted by the limitations of DBD, within the realm of Springwood, being able to perform insane demon dream powers, having Robert Englund voice the character along with having every single incarnation of Freddy, with every single incarnation playing different to suit that particular version of Freddy? Or of course, our boy Myers, being able to play on Smith's Grove, Lampkin Lane, Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, Laurie's 2018 house, being able to play as Loomis hunting down the Shape, or playing as Laurie scrounging up any nearby items preparing to fight for my life. And of course, playing as the Shape, bashing in Cameron's head in my house. Give that to me right now. That just sounds like a way cooler experience than just having these characters in Dead by Daylight to me. Being able to really feel like I'm within a Halloween movie rather than just playing as like a skin of other Survivor characters with Laurie. Being able to actually feel like Dr. Loomis than Dr. Loomis playing exactly the same as Cheryl Mason over here. Assuming these games would of course be good and are handled with care. As a horror fan, it's just a no-brainer. If I'm a new player wanting to have a Leatherface experience, I'll just play the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. From what we've seen, the locations and characters have been very faithfully adapted wonderfully. Of course, the game could still come out and suck. If that happens, I imagine it'll die and come back to Dead by Daylight. But then the flip side could happen. The game could be absolutely phenomenal and we won't want him back in Dead by Daylight. Something I've seen a lot of people say is they hope the game dies. They hope the game flops. It makes no sense why you would want this to happen. DBD players are constantly saying they want competition, how much they want to play a new experience, but time and time again competition comes out and they always wish for its demise. These people leave the game as soon as they realize it's not Dead by Daylight, which is completely fine if you like DBD. Then you're going to want to keep playing DBD. I just think it's really silly when people pretend they hate DBD, but in reality, all they want is Dead by Daylight. I like Dead by Daylight too. I have loads of hours into the game. Very fun game. But I love other horror ASIMs as well, such as Friday the 13th and Evil Dead. I still boot both of these games up from time to time, and I enjoy myself quite a bit. If Texas Chainsaw Massacre is great, why does it really matter if Bubba leaves DBD? He'll still be there. If you want a Leatherface experience, give Texas Chainsaw a chance. You might actually like it. A big majority of people that want to play as Leatherface and continue to do so in Dead by Daylight, the people that are complaining about this right now still have Leatherface. It just doesn't make sense to me. The people that are in the community right now and you're like, hey, I don't got Leatherface and it sucks that he's leaving, you can still get him. He's like $4, $5 maybe at like the most. He's not a very expensive chapter. There's still time. All the people complaining about it, you can still get him right now and he's gonna be continued to like be purchasable for quite a while, and he's $5. You have a lot of time to like get Leatherface. It just doesn't really make sense in my brain. And once you get Leatherface, you can continue to play as Leatherface even when the Texas Chainsaw game comes out. I completely get it if, like, a few months from now the Texas Chainsaw game comes out and Leatherface isn't playable, and maybe you just played Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you're like, I'm not very big in it, and then you get Dead by Daylight in hopes that you can play a different experience with Leatherface and hoping that you'll like it. I get that, but right now, everyone complaining about it, you can still get it, and if you already have Leatherface, you just have him forever. Well, I guess until Dead by Daylight maybe shuts down. That is hypothetically speaking, unless he is completely removed from the game. New players entirely cannot play as him. And also old players can't play as him, and he's replaced by Dawn the Chainsaw Man. That is the darkest timeline, but I don't think the darkest timeline is going to happen. I'm pretty sure he's going to continue to be played, just like how you see lots of Demogorgons, Steves, Nancys, and unlike that chapter, there actually isn't even a survivor that comes with Leatherface, and there also isn't a map. So both of these things aren't within the game, especially if you're a survivor main. If you're a survivor main, you have nothing to worry about. You're still gonna see Leatherfaces. This does not affect you in the slightest. This only affects you if you want to play as Leatherface. You're gonna see a ton of Leatherfaces because Bubba has been in the game for a really long time. A ton of people purchase him. If anything, once Texas Chainsaw comes out, you're going to see a huge supply of Leatherfaces. Like, you're gonna see Bubbas for days. You're not gonna be able to turn left or right without seeing another Leatherface. Or you might actually get sick of seeing Leatherface. Who knows? I have a question for all of you guys though. Would you prefer to have these characters have their own games, or would you prefer them to continue to stay in Dead by Daylight? If you had the chance to have the most immersive Halloween experience, would you rather take that, or would you rather have Michael Myers continue to be in Dead by Daylight? I mean, he would still exist in Dead by Daylight, but maybe Haddonfield will be removed, which that would kind of stink. But then you get a full-fledged Haddonfield within a new Halloween video game. Which one would you rather have? I'm actually really curious as to what most people think. You already know my answer, but maybe more people would rather him stay in DBD than me. I don't know. Don't misinterpret that for I want Michael to leave Dead by Daylight. I only want him to leave if I get an immersive video game within the realm of Halloween, a Halloween ASIM in which I can smash Cameron's head in as Michael Myers. Otherwise, I'd really rather not see anybody else leave. But who do you think might leave next? There's so many questions. I know, I'm just asking you guys so many questions. I'm doing a Q&A for you guys. But maybe I'm missing something. How do you feel about this situation? Are you excited for Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Let me know in the comments. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.